Hey there, Lincoln here from boacademy.org. Today I want to talk to you about Tattoo Chef Inc. and Yahoo Finance's coverage from IPO Edge on the company's future and the great potential that lies ahead. And of course, we're going to get into the short report a little bit in this article. We're going to read through this article and discuss what the key points are so that you know what to look out for in the near term and the long term of Tattoo Chef Inc., the frozen plant-based foods company. So last night we published my analysis of the short report from Carousdale Capital. So in that video, we broke down each of their points, and you should go check that out if you haven't already. There may be some of those points discussed here, but that's not the goal of this video and this article. This video is focused on the key points of the article published in Yahoo Finance by Jarret of IPO Edge and what they believe will cause Tattoo Chef Inc.'s stock price to rise in the future as the company meets their goals and drives up their revenues and margins. But before we hop in, if you enjoyed the video, like the video below, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and comment your thoughts below on Tattoo Chef, on the short report, and on IPO Edge's take on the future of Tattoo Chef. And of course, if you want to help the channel grow and get more access to me and get direct answers to your investing questions, then join us over at patreon.boacademy.org. You'll be able to engage in our Discord channel where we share resources and discuss the stocks and SPACs that we're all investing in to help one another grow our wealth together. So if you're interested in all of that, join us over at patreon.boacademy.org. Now let's jump in. Okay, so the title of this article is Tattoo Chef Shows Massive Upside in Plant-Based Foods for the Masses. And here's the summary of this article. And we're going to read through each point, and then we're going to read through the entire article. And I've highlighted the key points and what I believe are good and bad points. And of course, things that you want to keep in mind when choosing whether or not to invest in this company for the long term. So the first point here is Tattoo Chef Inc. is a plant-based food company that grows and sells organic non-GMO products. So next, Bank says that Tattoo Chef Inc., TTCF, trades at a steep discount to comparable companies such as Beyond Meat and Vital Farms. The next main point is that Tattoo Chef Inc. is projecting 67% annualized sales growth forecast for 2018 through 2021 with expanding EBITDA margins. So this means that the company is in high growth mode and they plan to increase their EBITDA margins as they go on. That means they're going to be making more profit as they continue to grow. And then the next point is that Tattoo Chef Inc. has potential for pricing power. So they will be able to set prices and continue to grow regardless of competition. And all of that is going to happen as they expand into retail with their branded products. And then he points out that there is a chance for possible M&A, mergers and acquisitions, or a sale of the company, Tattoo Chef Inc., to another company in the near term. And this next point talks about the board members, which include Forum Merger 2's David Boris, Google's Ryan Olahan, food industry veteran Brian Rosenberg. And then the last main point says that the company is advised by Harrison Company, a boutique investment bank known for selling family-owned businesses. So the author might be using this to support their claim of a possible M&A in the future. This article is by Jarret and John Generone of IPO Edge. So let's dig into this article. The first paragraph says that tailwinds are firmly behind the plant-based food industry and investors are gobbling up shares of leading players fast. One company they should be sure to meet is Tattoo Chef Inc., TTCF, on the NASDAQ Stock Exchange, which can already be found on shelves of club stores like Walmart's Sam's Club and is poised for big gains by ushering in the trend of farm to table for the masses. So if you've been watching this channel for the last few months, you already know all of that. Let's move on. Next paragraph says that the company sells organic, non-GMO plant-based foods while it also plants, manufactures, and produces all of its products. So the company produces about 95% of the products internally. That is great for the company because they get to control their destiny. They get to choose what to produce, what they can make. If they have a brand new idea that they want to push out, they don't have to wait on a partner to say that they can manufacture it for them. They can just say, hey, we have this great new idea from Sarah Galletti, the tattoo chef herself. Let's go make it. We have the plants in-house. We have all the resources we need. Let's do it. That's great for the company, and that is going to allow the company to beat out their competition. People keep asking me, what's the competitive advantage for Tattoo Chef Inc? Well, that's one of the biggest advantages. They are vertically integrated. They don't need to wait on another partner. And they're profitable. That's another advantage of the company. The company has great advantages over the competition. The article goes on to say Tattoo Chef is planning a big marketing push in 2021 into more retailers like Walmart and Target, which they already have. They already got into Target, they're already in Walmart, and they're growing their presence in more stores across the country. And this is all going to happen as eat-at-home trends look set to continue for the foreseeable future. Thanks to the pandemic, people cannot go out to eat as much as they used to. Right now, in the near term, people are staying at home more. They have to prepare their own foods. And some people don't want to cook their own meals. So it makes sense for them to go and order Tattoo Chef Inc.'s frozen plant-based foods that are healthy for them and easy to prepare in the microwave or in the oven. The article goes on to say that Tattoo Chef is also highly innovative. For example, the cauliflower mac and cheese at Sam's Club, where it won an award for Best New Product, is something that retailers are screaming for. So there's great demand for this product. Tattoo Chef Inc.'s branded products are taking off and they're just getting started. The brand is only 3 years old. We've covered this in our previous video on the short report and how they made false statements about how Tattoo Chef's branded products are underperforming. This company is just getting started. There's so much room left to grow. Next, the article says that the company went public via a SPAC, and then they go on and say that Tattoo Chef was founded by CEO Sam Galletti, who has 35 years of experience in the food industry. Mr. Galletti hired his daughter Sarah as the company's creative officer. Miss Galletti, the tattoo chef herself, is a foodie and a chef who honed her skills in Italy. So here they're just saying that Tattoo Chef is led by experienced personnel who know how to drive this company forward. Next, the company's financial performance is strong with 71% increase in revenue in the third quarter. And we covered the record third quarter earnings report in a previous video on bullacademy.org. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out because it just shows that this company's brand is starting to take off. And that growth in the third quarter is helping it achieve an expected $148 million in sales and adjusted EBITDA of $17 million for the full year of 2020. That growth is expected to continue, reflecting 67% annualized revenue growth from 2018 to 2021. It also has $82 million in net cash following the SPAC merger, which we've covered in many videos on this channel, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out. So now, how would a company take advantage of its healthy balance sheet? In addition to marketing spend, Tattoo Chef could purchase manufacturing facilities, and indeed, Mr. Galletti's background would suggest that he knows exactly how to do that. He has prior operational and investor roles at Atella, Sonora Mills, and Good Karma Foods. So in our interview with the CFO of Tattoo Chef just a few weeks ago, we discussed how much money the company had from this SPAC merger and what they plan to do with it. And two of the biggest points we discussed was marketing and eventually beefing up their USA facilities and trying to get into automation. So the company has a lot of money to go do these things. And I believe that that is going to drive more revenue growth for the company going forward and continue to drive margin growth and make the company more and more profitable, which they already are. Tattoo Chef is a unique brand with unique advantages, which we discussed in our previous video just last night. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. I urge you to check out my video analyzing that short report because it's important to understand the full story, both the negative and the positive, and then make up your own mind. So the article goes on to say the company currently sources all of its products from plants in Italy and California. It has increased capacity at both its facilities by more than 50% in 2020 and will continue to do so in 2021 to handle new growth from conventional retail and direct-to-consumer channels. To take advantage of growing brand recognition, the company also is stepping up its efforts in e-commerce by offering products on its website that aren't in retail. This is a huge point, that last sentence. The company is going into e-commerce, direct to consumer, no middleman. They don't have to depend only on their retail partners, on their club store partners. Because they have a brand name themselves, because they have that brand recognition, just like Beyond Meat, they can go to their customers and say, hey, we're online. If you don't want to go to your store, or if you can't access Tattoo Chef meals in your local grocery store or in your local Walmart or Sam's Club or Costco, then you can buy straight from our website at tattoochef.com and we'll ship it to you. So that's going to unlock more profits for the company because they don't have to pay a partner for driving those sales. Customers go straight to the website and buy from them directly. So that means more sales growth for the company, better margins, and more profits. That's great, and this just started back in October, and we've covered that multiple times in previous videos and why it's so important. So if you haven't seen those, go check it out. Next paragraph. Of course, a top performer like Tattoo Chef is bound to baseless attacks, such as when Carisdale Capital recently alleged that going public through a SPAC allowed Tattoo Chef to sidestep scrutiny. Such a claim is demonstrably false as the SEC's Securities and Exchange Commission requires essentially the same disclosures as would be found in an S1 for a traditional IPO. If you don't know what IPO is, an initial public offering, go check out our video on IPOs and how they work. And if you don't know what SPACs are, special purpose acquisition companies, we've covered that in many videos, and we've broken down that instrument for going public via a merger and why they're so important in previous videos. So if you haven't seen those, go check those videos out too, because it's important to understand how SPACs work. So the authors continue to discuss the Carisdale Capital short report on Tattoo Chef as they say, oddly, Carisdale suggests that Walmart won't be willing to stock Tattoo Chef products in a meaningful way for fear of stealing sales from Sam's Club. But a visit to either Walmart.com or a physical store proves this claim wrong with little effort. In fact, being vetted in Sam's Club, which is a challenging place to land shelf space, should be seen as an affirmation of strength. Savvy investors might consider using any confusion Carisdale caused as a buying opportunity. So we covered this exact point last night. They tried to say that Tattoo Chef Inc. is concentrated in Sam's Club. And they also try to say that Walmart, the owner of Sam's Club, won't want to stock Tattoo Chef products in their retail stores. Tattoo Chef already proved themselves in Sam's Club, which is harder to do than in retail. So if Tattoo Chef performs well in their club stores, why wouldn't they want Tattoo Chef in Walmart? In fact, Walmart has been on record, and we covered this in the previous video, saying that they want their suppliers to produce and provide them more plant-based foods. And Tattoo Chef does exactly that, and they're doing it so well in Sam's Club, in Costco. They do it better than most. That's why they're growing their brand so fast. 3 years in, and they took this brand public without much marketing or any at all. This company has tremendous opportunity ahead of them in retail, which they're just starting to get into. So as we continue in this article, the authors say that beyond Walmart, the company is moving fast into branded retail and private label across other channels such as military, food service, and convenience stores. Core competitors in the retail frozen foods section include Amy's, Sambazin, Bird's Eye, and Cauliflower. Beyond Meat Inc. is at the vanguard, but there is certainly room at the top for a challenger, and Tattoo Chef can very well be that challenger. Tattoo Chef should be able to charge a premium as its brand recognition grows. The product presentation has a look and feel rarely seen in supermarkets. And as retailers clamor for more plant-based food products, the most innovative companies will win. And Tattoo Chef has the innovation locked down. They have a vast pipeline of new products that they're testing out and working on producing to drive more growth. And we've seen in their investor presentation, when they produce great new products, they have a track record of taking that from hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales in the first month to millions of dollars in sales within the first year. They have the track record of innovation, and I don't see that stopping anytime soon. Investors should also take comfort in the fact that Tattoo Chef is profitable with margins that continue to expand. The company expects EBITDA margins of 13.9% in 2021, up from 11.6% in 2020. Over the long term, Tattoo Chef expects margins in the high teens. Now for valuation. Tattoo Chef looks inexpensive at the current price of $15 per share, which is well off its recent peak. That puts the company on an enterprise value adjusted for cash of 3.5 times 2021 forecast sales. Beyond Meat, which has a growth rate similar to Tattoo Chef, trades at 13.6 times 2021 consensus sales, according to Sentio, an AI-enabled research platform. Vital Farms, which is growing at a much slower pace, trades at a multiple of 4.4 times sales through August 2021. So here he's just saying that there is evidence that Tattoo Chef, given their competition, given comparable companies, is undervalued on the market today. Okay, we're almost done here, just a few more paragraphs. Let's get through it. It is notable that the Tattoo Chef deal was completed amid the pandemic when many other transactions were called off as uncertainty plagued the market. Tattoo Chef was advised by investment banking boutique Harrison Co., which specializes in advice to family-owned businesses and has extensive experience in the food sector. For instance, Harrison sold Wawana Packing, the largest organic stone fruit company in North America, along with Strauss Brands. So that should tell investors that this company is well managed and has great leadership on its board of directors. In the second to last paragraph, another source of upside to consider is M&A, mergers and acquisition. In coming months and years, deal activity may accelerate among North American packaged foods companies, which have used an influx of cash from pandemic-related spending spikes to cut leverage. Additionally, many packaged food companies, including Tyson, Kellogg, and General Mills, have established wholly owned venture funds to invest in emerging companies that are focused on innovation. But whether or not Tattoo Chef ends up going it alone, snapping up a target, or being sold to a major food company, smart investors should smell an opportunity like this a mile away. Jarret Banks, Editor-at-Large, IPO Edge, published in Yahoo Finance. That's the article. Jarret Banks of IPO Edge went into great detail into what he believes the future of Tattoo Chef looks like and what they're going to have to do to get to that future and what advantages will allow them to get there. Tattoo Chef is a unique brand that has a track record of producing great tasting plant-based foods for those people who want to eat healthy but don't want to cook their own meals, and for those people who just want to have a little bit of fun with plant-based foods and snacks. And the authors also pointed out that the company is going to spend more money on marketing, on facility upgrades, and on expanding into retail, as well as growing out their e-commerce direct-to-consumer stores online. So all of that should be great news for bullish investors in Tattoo Chef. And I, as an investor who has 1,000 shares of the company since June before the SPAC merger, am very excited to see where this company is going. I remain bullish, I remain convicted in this company because I practice the bull mentality. The bull mentality is that we know what we invest in, we understand what we invest in, we believe in what we invest in, and we hold for the long term because that's how we build wealth in this country. That's how we give ourselves the best chance at success on the stock market. So if you're an investor in Tattoo Chef, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like the video below, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and comment your thoughts on Tattoo Chef Inc. if you're investing in it. If you're not, let me know too, I want to know why. And if you haven't seen our analysis of the short report from Carousel Capital, then go check that video out. It will give you more insight into how short sellers think and my thoughts on the baseless claims that were made that scared off investors just the last week. And if you want to help the channel grow and reach more investors, then join us over at patreon.bullacademy.org. You'll get more access to me and get direct answers to your investing questions. And you will get to engage in our Discord channel where we discuss SPACs and stocks that we're all invested in and share resources to help one another grow our wealth together. And you will have a chance at winning $200 every month just for being a loyal and engaged patron. So if you're interested in all of that, join us over at patreon.bullacademy.org. I'm Lincoln with bullacademy.org. Thank you again and have a great day.